shoes aren't waterproof. Hello and welcome to this vlog from a campsite bathroom in Door. Not my usual vlog setting, intro setting, that's for sure. But Dean and I are on a road trip for the next 6 days. We are making our way to St Ives via a couple of stops, having 2 days in St Ives and then coming home via the New Forest and staying in the New Forest for a couple of nights. We arrived to the most incredible, is someone coming in? It's quite late and there's not really anyone here, so I thought it would be okay vlogging in here. I just thought I heard someone. Anyway, we arrived to the most glorious sunset. It was so beautiful. We weren't quite sure what we were going to be greeted with when we got here, because the journey has really been a tale of 2 different weather, extremes of weather. We've had like boiling hot sun and then we've had snow. It's been all over the place, so yeah, we were a bit worried that when we got here it was going to just be like torrential rain or snow, but it cleared and it was absolutely beautiful sunset. You probably would have just seen that footage now. I've just showered and tried to warm myself up because it is absolutely freezing this evening. Luckily we've got loads of layers. We forgot the firewood though for our fire pit, so we're going to have to make sure we get that tomorrow, because I think the rest of the trip is going to be like this, like kind of like sporadic weather during the day and then just absolutely freezing in the evening. But we are well equipped, we're well prepared for it, and it will be lots of fun. I'm just cleaning my eye. I'm not going to talk about my eyes too much because honestly, like, this has been like 8 weeks of this now. I have been told that I've got chronic blepharitis and eczema, and the eczema is causing the blepharitis. So I'm kind of trying to battle 2 things at the same time here. And I'm having a blepharitis flare-up at the moment. I managed to get it under control for a few days, but it comes in waves and I'm not really sure how to kind of control it at the moment. So I'm just under a very strict cleaning regime at the moment. I clean my eyes like 3 times a day, lots of hot compresses, virtually no makeup. I'm not really putting anything on my face at the moment because I don't think makeup or anything is triggering it. I think I know it's the eczema triggering it, but I'm just so worried about what is triggering the eczema. Which is then leading to the blepharitis. So yeah, fun. I hate this saying, but it is what it is, and it's just something that I've got to kind of just like learn to manage basically. Anyway, this week's vlog will be a road trip one, nice and different. I haven't done a road trip vlog for about, months now. The last one was Scotland, was it? I didn't do one for Wales, so I thought I'll do one for this trip. So I hope you enjoy, and yeah, let the vlog commence. The amount of layers I have to put on. I've got a t-shirt, a jumper, I'm putting my Patagonia fleece on, I've got a hoodie, and then you're not going to be able to see, but I've got like technical trousers on, and underneath I've got leggings, I've got cashmere socks on, I've got hiking boots that are all padded and cushioned, and I will be wrapping a blanket around myself when I get back to the camper van. We've just arrived at the second stop of our trip, a place called Leonard's Cove, which is kind of like a halfway point for us between Door and St Ives. We're only here for one night. Door was incredible. Neither of us have been to this side of the country before, or kind of seen this coastal line, and it's very, very different to the coastal line at home. Like, at home it's quite like sandy, the sea definitely doesn't look blue. It's still beautiful, but it's not quite as majestic looking as this side of the coastline. The cliffs were incredible, weren't they? The chalk cliffs. Yeah, the Door itself, the actual door, was amazing. The walk to Lulworth Cove was really nice. Yeah, all in all, just like a really impressive piece of coastline. I wish we had longer to really explore the entire Jurassic Coast, but we've only given ourselves 5 nights to get to St Ives and back again, which isn't that much when you live the other side of the country. So this campsite is by the sea, like last night. We haven't got as close a sea view, but we can still see the sea. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see. There you go. There is the ocean, and down there somewhere is a nice cove. Currently giving the Snow Peaks fire pit its debut. What are your first thoughts?
It's good.
It is really good. I got it for Dean for his birthday, but I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out because it's a gift that we can both benefit from. But I think you will enjoy it more. Yeah, because I don't really enjoy setting up the fire, whereas you like the whole process of it. And you'll probably use it more to cook on and things like that. Because it's like it's almost like a grill, isn't it? That kind of like slots on top of it, and then we can use it for cooking. But it's so much warmer than our previous fire setup.
Our bush box is about this big.
Yeah, previously we had this thing called a bush box, which was great.
Yeah.
But it's tiny, like just a tiny little box that is literally probably like a fifth of the size of this thing, and you barely get any heat from it.
Yeah.
We'd all just sort of huddle round it. But this is giving off a lot of heat. I'm enjoying this. Good morning from the bathroom of our second campsite. I think I said yesterday that we're in a place called Leonard's Cove, which is kind of like our halfway stop between Durdle Door and St Ives. I'm feeling so much fresher today. I don't know if I'd said already, but our first night in Durdle Door was so cold and uncomfortable. Because of the snow, there was just this really biting wind the entire evening. So Dean and I were absolutely freezing all night, like when we were trying to sleep. But last night, whatever that snowy front was has gone, and it was so much toastier. There was no wind, so slept like an absolute baby. And my eye is looking a lot better. The redness is gone, the itchy sensation is gone. All that's left is just a bit of dry skin, which I can manage. I can just keep that moisturised, and hopefully this is the end of whatever that flare-up was. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was just going to talk about the amenities. So the amenities here were quite, I guess, basic, or like just mediocre. The shower was a little bit cold. The reason I'm going to talk about the amenities is because every time I talk to people about camping, the first question I always get is like, where do you go to the toilet and how do you keep clean? I think some people don't realise that at these campsites there is all the facilities that you need. You know, you've got a shower block, a toilet block. Some of them will even have like laundry facilities and like a kitchen where you can wash up and things. So yeah, that is how I keep clean and go to the toilet. But these showers were a little bit cold, but it's okay. So long as I've got somewhere that I can keep clean and actually go to the toilet in a clean space, I really don't mind. But sometimes you will end up at a place that has got like out of this world facilities, and they have like hair dryers and full length mirrors and like just, yeah. I'm hoping that that's what the St Ives one's going to be like, because we're there for 2 nights, and on their website they really big up their facilities. So I think they've even won an award, this next campsite that we're going to, for their facilities. So I shall report back on the toilet situation. I'm going to stop doing this because I've been doing it for ages now, and I don't really know if this even does anything. Anyway, yeah, I can't wait to get to St Ives. I've never been. Always wanted to go mainly because of the Barbara Hepworth Museum. As a big Babs fan, it is a place that I've always wanted to visit. But because it's so far away, it's not really a side of the country that you just find yourself in by accident or like go to for the day. It is quite a journey to get down to St Ives. So I've booked that for tomorrow, and then we've got today, this afternoon in St Ives, and then a full day tomorrow, full Sunday, and then we leave Monday. So tomorrow we can go somewhere nice for breakfast, go to the museum, and then maybe have a nice dinner. Some people have sent me some nice wine shops, some nice bars and cafes, so yeah, I'm super excited. It looks absolutely beautiful down there. Right, I am clean. I have done my skincare. I'm just going to go in the camper van and do my hair, and then we're going to set off. I'll just show you the view of this campsite. That right there is the sea. And then down this little path in this field is us, along with 2 other camper vans, and then you can kind of see the sea just over there. Yeah, this is really nice. Really nice to wake up with the sun like hitting the camper van. It was really warm. Also, just in case you're wondering, but Brittany, how on earth do you keep your clothes looking pristine while you're camping? Well, I of course bring a steamer with me. Every time we go camping and I bring a steamer, Dean ridicules me, but this is quite small, like it, you know, it's easy to travel with. Yeah, I just can't bear the creases. That is the one thing with camping that I just cannot bear, and it is getting my clothes all creased and then not having access to either an iron or a steamer. Every now and then you might get some absolutely incredible campsite that's got an iron. It's very rare. So I just always travel with the steamer. And that just gives me a little bit of peace of mind and just stops the anxiety.
Yeah, bring them back. Right, your messages. A slightly grubby loo just outside Bradford says, what's that? Hey Scott, been cleaning my little cottage from top to bottom, ready for bathroom fitters to arrive on Monday.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting automatic lights. This is just my first impressions of the amenities at our St Ives campsite. These are so clean and just so good. Okay, so it turns out St Ives is the nicest, most wholesome place in the whole of England, pretty much. A bit nice, isn't it? We have had a lovely day. Just one of those days that felt like it went on for ages. Didn't feel rushed, it was very calm. We had a lie-in, but I got up a little bit earlier just to catch the sunset and then went back to bed. And then we had a Cornish pasty, didn't we, as a sort of like brunch. And then we went to the Barbara Hepworth Museum, which was incredible.
Didn't let us down.
did not let us down. Thankfully, considering that's pretty much why we came all this way for. If you don't, it's the kind of place that even if you have no idea who she is, not really any interest in her work, I think you would enjoy it because it was the most calming, serene place.
Yeah, we were super lucky with the weather as well.
Yeah, today was like...
The garden's beautiful.
Yeah, today was just like pure blue skies, not a single cloud. So it did make the whole experience feel a lot nicer. And the garden was incredible. Whoever is the gardener for that garden has got a pretty sweet job because, such a nice space. And then we went for a couple of glasses of wine at a very nice wine bar. And then we just came back and had a snooze in the sun, didn't we? So all in all, I mean, I don't think a Sunday could get more wholesome than that. So we're now on the hunt for pizza. We quite fancy some pizza for tea.
I'm just going to go to the bins.
Okay, the weather's so nice here, but as soon as the sun goes in, it's like freezing cold. So we're fully layered up and ready to brave the chill, because there's kind of like this is really boring talk, but I heard there's a northerly wind that is bringing the cold with it. So we are having to wrap up nice and warm in the evenings. Hello from camping stop number 4. We are now in Lyme Regis. We spent 2 days in St Ives, then we've now kind of driven in the direction that we came and we've stopped at Lyme Regis. Our plan was actually to drive straight from St Ives to the New Forest, but it turns out it's a 4.5 hour drive. So we thought, why don't we stop halfway? And I wanted to stop at Lyme Regis on the way to St Ives, but we didn't have time. So it's nice that we've extended the trip a little bit and we've included a stop here. So pretty much this afternoon was just spent sat in the camper van. I look gross. So it's about 5:30. It's very grey. It's probably about to rain soon. So we're just going to chill in the camper van this evening, and then tomorrow morning we will explore Lyme Regis a bit, go for a walk, have a look at the beach, and then make our way to the New Forest. But I am now on my way to the facilities, because that's one of my favourite things to do when we first get to a campsite, is check out the toilet and shower situation, and show you my outfit. I feel like I look gross today because I've literally been sat in the camper van for most of the afternoon, but I'll show you what I'm wearing regardless, because the light is actually quite good in here. So I'm going to go from bottom to top actually. Studio Nicholson Moonstar trainers, which have pretty much been the trainers that I've lived in on the whole trip, because I forgot to pack my New Balance trainers, my comfy trainers. So I've had these and walking boots, that's been it. But they've been great actually. They're not super comfy, but they don't particularly cause me any discomfort if I'm in them for a few hours, so I don't mind wearing them around much. Studio Nicholson jeans, you really cannot see the colour very well, but they are the indigo ones, the ones that I always show. Then I do have a belt on, which you might be able to see. This is just a plain black one from Cove, like a sort of track style top that's got a really handy drawstring bit around the waist, from Margaret Howe about a year ago now, I think, and sadly this isn't a style that they've re-released, but it's really good for just casual attire. And then my Cos crossbody bag, which I kind of grabbed in a bit of a rush when we left because I packed in such a hurry and I really didn't know what bag to bring with me, so I kind of just grabbed this thinking that this one would be the most practical, and it has actually turned out to be such a good bag because it's deceivingly actually quite large. Well, it doesn't look large, but you can fit a lot in it, and it's obviously crossbody, so it's hands-free, it's super soft, comfortable, adjustable strap. So yeah, this has actually been the perfect camping bag. And that is it. That is my look of the day. I mean, that really is peak gourmet. Peak gourmet snacks there. A box of Borders biscuits, a bowl of Wotsits, and a baguette. So we have just walked
That
from our...
house is for sale.
Oh wow. What was I
We've
going to
walked
say?
from
We have
Upline.
walked. We have walked from up Lyme, where we were camping, to Lyme Regis. It was about, was it 2.5 kilometres?
Yeah, about that.
Extremely pleasant walk along the river. Oh, this light is terrible. Along the river, just nice, peaceful, wholesome. And we're just going to have a little mooch around Lyme Regis. Go to the beach.
Find a fossil.
Find a fossil, hopefully. Yeah, just have a fairly relaxed day. It's just for scale. Good evening. I'm currently sat chopping up a cauliflower in preparation for tonight's curry. We're actually going to cook in the van tonight. Oh, hello. Dean's just gone. Dean's just.
Showing the people a great knife.
No, we forgot to pack a knife. One thing we forgot to pack on this trip, so I'm using a
prepared.
But yeah, we're actually cooking in the camper van tonight. We've been eating out quite a lot on this trip, which isn't something we normally do, but we've just been in lots of nice places that have got nice restaurants or nice pubs. So we've been treating ourselves quite a lot. But we thought for our penultimate evening, we'd make a curry and just sit, watch the sun go down, and just chill out. And then tomorrow, for our final evening, there's a pub literally next door to where our campsite is. So we'll have a big pub dinner for our send-off meal. Yeah, it's a bit... Oh, sorry, I nearly stabbed you.
You did stab me.
I'm trying to think of the last thing I vlogged. Lyme Regis was nice, wasn't it?
Lyme Regis was lovely.
Really nice.
The whole Dorset coast is...
Yeah, I mean, this whole area of the UK is extremely nice. We did go hunting for some fossils, but sadly didn't have any luck. There were lots of people down there who were like dedicated to the cause.
We didn't bring our geological hammer.
There were people with hammers, people with like pickaxes, like people really dedicated to looking for fossils. But we kind of spent about half an hour down there, realised that without really any sort of knowledge of what we were doing or equipment, we probably weren't going to find any fossils. But we saw lots of like... I say lots, we saw a few things that had been fossilised into kind of like larger rocks. I mean, my geology knowledge is really coming through right
Then
now.
we went to a fossil shop.
Yeah, then we went to a fossil shop and almost just brought a fossil from the fossil shop, but decided against it because I thought that's cheating. So we just brought a fridge magnet to go on our fridge. Yeah, and then we drove here and saw lots of cows and horses, which I didn't realise. So I haven't actually put into context where we are. We're in the New Forest now. And I didn't realise that there was so much wildlife that was just allowed to roam free, as in like there are just wild horses, there are cows everywhere. There are also ponies, I think, that are like a specific New Forest pony.
Donkeys.
And donkeys. Yeah. Yeah, there were donkeys. Were they?
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a cracking sunset this evening. So tomorrow we're going to go on a walk and sort of just explore the New Forest because we've never been here either.
And it's meant to rain all day.
And it's meant to rain all day. Yay!
come round. Now we're at this little T-junction, aren't we?
I'm going to be totally honest, we didn't get lost.
We didn't get lost, we just didn't know
We just didn't know where we were going.
where to start.
And having a walking map without a compass really, I mean, just renders the map useless because we couldn't really work out which direction that we needed to go in.
And the paths don't have any.
Hello. Hello.
The paths aren't marked, so we didn't know which one to go down.
So we have finally got onto a track, or like a loop, that will hopefully
Take us back to
take
the
us back to the campsite. Yeah.
Some nice people helped us.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, some nice people helped us. We must have looked like absolute amateurs, like we didn't have a clue what we were
All
doing.
the gear.
All the gear, no idea. Jesus, oh. Just smashed my mirror.
Are you still vlogging?
Yeah, I just smashed my mirror. Yeah, just dropped it and smashed it. Great. Hello. Last night was probably the worst night's sleep we've ever had in the camper van. Well, I was going to say ever in the camper van. There must have been a weather warning that we missed last night because the wind. Like at one point, I thought we were going to get blown over and got quite scared and had to just have a little sit down in the, like, had to get out of bed and just have a little bit of a breather because I was feeling quite panicked at one point. But we made it, and the awning somehow is still here. I honestly thought we'd wake up and the awning would either be ripped to shreds or just completely gone. But it's still attached, still standing. But I think we're both quite ready to go home, aren't we? I always feel like sort of 8 days is our absolute maximum in the camper van, and then we start to get a little bit like uncomfortable, sort of want a proper bed, that kind of thing. So yeah, it feels like a good time to be returning home, especially because this wind is just going to continue now for the next few days, and I'm not sure I could handle another terrifying night's sleep like that, because the wind like proper rocks the van, and because we're in the top part of it, it just feels even more like wobbly and unstable. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to end the vlog here. Maybe. I'm not sure if this is a good sign-off point. Yeah, I'll sign off here, because all we're going to do today is just drive home and then clean the van, unpack and all that stuff. So I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.